Now, this makes sense with books reflecting the struggles of international students. Students who went to another country for an advancement in their education, now faced with the challenge of the struggles of job, overburdened relationship, navigating environment. I mean, the environment that is entirely new to them. So these authors who also once went to another country for their masters and other programs have decided to put their experience in books, and they call this collection Skyline Novels. So these novels are books that was trying to like tell us what it looks like going to another country for your masters, for any other programs, and the challenges that it is possible for one to face. So these books are six in numbers, and they include Call Me Jemila by Camaa Pearl, Call Me Legachi by Adesuwa O'Man, Call Me Enitan by Leigh, and we also have Call Me Aarinola, Call Me Aretta, and the last one is Call Me Naeto. So among these six books, I think the most popular one here are these two. Call Me Jemila by Camaa Pearl and Call Me Legachi by Adesuwa O'Man. So I'm going to be talking briefly about this book, making a brief summary about these two and also the similarities between these two books. So now let's go. First, let's talk about Call Me Jemila by Camaa Pearl. This book has Jemila as a major character, and Jemila, when she first went to abroad to another country for her master's, she was having struggles and difficulties navigating the environment. She needed someone to hold her hand through the registration and also the necessary things that she would be doing. And that was where Kingsley came to play. So Kingsley met with Jemila. Kingsley decided to show Jemila around where to do the necessary thing, necessary registration. And on the long run, the two of them fell in love. Jemila saw Kingsley as an angel in human body. So they fell in love, started the relationship. It was on the long run that Jemila got to know that Kingsley was not in love with her. And this was so painful to Jemila because Kingsley was Jemila's first, the first person to have sex with and the first person to fall deeper in love with. So, and them breaking up really broke Jemila's heart because Jemila even once aborted for Kingsley when she realized that Kingsley was not acting well, was not acting in love with her. So this made Jemila to promise herself never to fall in love again, not to get herself attached with any man again because she was heartbroken and she really felt it. So on the long run, one day when Jemila was going to a logistic company in abroad where she was having a master, she met with a long-time friend, AY. It was AY that introduced Judina to Jemila, and they started their romance, their love story from there. They promised themselves to be friends with benefit, but this doesn't happen as they both fell in love at the end of this book. So although there are complications, there are difficulties, problems that arose later in their relationship, but because of the true love that they have for each other, they were able to settle their differences and come together as a couple. So now let's go to Call Me Legachi by Adesuwa O'Man. So this Call Me Legachi, Legachi was a major character here, and Legachi had a boyfriend before she left Nigeria, Mezi, and this Mezi even left Nigeria before Legachi because they were working in the same company, they were working in a bank. So the two of them promising themselves to like always hold it down for themselves. So when Mezi went to abroad, when he got to abroad, he totally changed his behavior, the way they communicate changed. So, and this made Legacy to like find way to go to abroad to go and join the love of her life. So, and she took an exam in their company. When she took the exam in their company, she was favored. She passed the exam and the company decided to sponsor her education throughout her stay in abroad. When they eventually gave her all the necessary money needed, Native looked for a way to collect the money from her. So he collected the money from her, listening out his problem. So Legacy fell for this because Legacy was deeper in love with Maisie. So when Legacy got to abroad, she realized that what Maisie collected money for, he was not doing all those things. He was living in a slum, he was living in a ghetto area. And she was stranded because she has given all her money to Maisie, and this was so painful to her. So she have to be like squatting with Maisie, staying where he was also staying. On the long run, the two of them went their separate ways because Maisie did not love Legacy. And Legacy was, because all the money he had has been collected by Maisie. So she was now looking for what to do when she got to abroad. She was working in different places. She was doing a pondy hard work. And at the same time, she was also working as an helper, as like a babysitter in a house. So she was working as a babysitter for Dr. Roman. And it was through this babysitting work that the two of them fell in love. They started their relationship. As usual, just like it happens in Call Me Jemila, they had difficulties, they have problem arising in their relationship, but the two of them like look for a way to settle it and come together. So that's a brief summary about these two books, Call Me Legachi by Adesuwa O'Man and Call Me Jemila. So now, what are the similarities in this book? These two books both have the struggle of claiming custody of your child. Take for example, this Dr. Roman that Legachi fell in love with once have a daughter with his Nigerian girlfriend. So this Nigerian girlfriend moved to Nigeria, threatening him with the daughter collecting huge amount of money. So he was also going to Nigeria to see his lawyer so that he'll be able to like have custody of their daughter, who was Luna. On the long run, he was able to have the custody of their daughter, but it really took a long time and stressed him a lot. Also, Call Me Jemila, Jidena also have a girlfriend who was Blessing, and two of them had a daughter together, which also Jidena was going to Nigeria to have custody of their daughter because of the wayward life, the way Blessing was treating the daughter, which was so poor. So that's one similarity between these two. And also another similarity was the major character, Legachi and also Jemila. In Legachi came from a home that was not stable, from a broken home. And this was not giving her peace of mind, even when she eventually considered relocating back to Nigeria. Just like Jemila by Camaa Pearl. In this Jemila by Camaa Pearl, Jemila's mother left her when she was young to the care of the father. And the father remarried to another woman. This woman was a politician and she was not giving Jemila enough peace. So being in abroad gave her a kind of peace and never to return home. So that being said, that's a brief summary about these two books, Call Me Jemila by Camaa Pearl and Call Me Legachi by Adesuwa O'Man. As usual, this book is a book that was trying to like reflect on the struggles of a student who went to another country for their education. They have struggled with job. Before Legachi could see where to work, where she was studying, it took her a lot of time. There was a racism, there was all those things that was happening, like segregating them that they can't work here because of their color. Just like Jemila had the plan of working with WHO, IMF, but all these things really stressed her. In fact, maybe she went to a company to apply for a job today. Another person who was a citizen of that country went to that same place to apply for a job. The person who was a citizen will be considered first, and Jemila will not even be considered at all until she now started using connection to look for a job, and that was when she was able to get the job. All these things, all these books are books that was reflecting on the struggles of international students who took this boldness to go to another country for their masters or for other programs. So that being said, we've come to the end of today's book review, book summary, Skyline Novels, and these are novels that you should consider reading if you're an international student studying in another country or you have the plan. So this will like prepare your mind ahead and also like kind of guide you. So I hope you find this video helpful. Please, if you find it helpful, don't forget to click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share my videos with your loved ones. So I'm going to see you in my next video. Till then, take care of you. Bye.